Hi everyone, and welcome to another Sanctuary Moments. It's been a while since I've done one, but the month of April is kind of hard for me, and so I just kind of pull into myself. My father died on the 20th of April 5 years ago, and my mother passed on the 30th of April 4 years ago. And so generally during that time, I kind of pull in, draw back. Um, I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to see anybody with their mom and with their daddy because I'm missing my daddy. I want to talk to my mommy. Um, so I just don't want. Just, leave me alone. It's kind of like I'm grieving them again, and it's fresh in my heart. It's just broken. Um, but I kind of got a little convicted about that, and because I don't think that that's what they would want me to do. And I don't know that that is a good representation of who God has called me to be. And I'm not saying that we should not grieve or that it's bad to hurt or that I shouldn't still miss my parents. That's just crazy. Of course we grieve. Of course we mourn. We're humans. Um, but I let it consume me. And I shouldn't let it consume me. So I'm trying to do something different. And so the next kind of series of sanctuary moments, I'm going to talk about lessons that I learned from my parents, things that they taught me knowingly or unknowingly. It could just be something that they said, like my mom, who uh, was born and raised in South Carolina. My mom was stubborn, is putting it mild. She would say stuff like, if I said, "Ma, you want to come to Rochester for a little while?" She'd be like, "Well, if the good master say so." And I'd be like, "Mama, the good master say so. Just come on, let's go." So, she was maddening. Like, I miss her, but sometimes I really just want to choke her out. But anyway, I love my mama, I miss her. But so one of the things my mom used to do is when I would take my kids down there every summer, my two oldest daughters, I would take them down to South Carolina every summer, and they would, spend like a month or two with my mom, and I would take them and their clothes down there. When I would go back to pick them and their clothes up, they would be in great shape, but their clothes would be wrecked. I mean, the color gone, the clothes would look worn out. It's like the clothes were like 10 years old. And I'll be like, "Mom, what happened to the kids' clothes?" And she would look at me like, "I don't know what kind of cheap clothes you buy these kids, but you need to buy better quality," crazy stuff like that. But this happened a couple of years in a row, and I know I wasn't buying my kids' clothes, bad clothes, but my mom. So finally, my oldest daughter said, "Mommy, she used Clorox and everything." And I looked at her and said, "What you mean?" And she just was like, "She used Clorox and everything." So I turned and I asked my mom, "Mom, you wash the kids' color clothes in Clorox?" And she'd be like, "Yeah. The kids be outside playing in the dirt. Got to get the clothes clean. So, I wash it. Use Clorox." "Mommy, you can't wash the kids' color clothes in Clorox." And she said, "Girl, I dilute the Clorox." "What you mean you dilute the Clorox, Mommy?" She said, "Well," looking at me like I'm dumb, right? She said, "Well, I have a empty bottle of Clorox and I have a full bottle of Clorox. And so I take the half of what's in the full bottle of Clorox and pour it into the the empty bottle of Clorox, so she has half and half, and then she put water in it. So, she said, so I cut the Clorox and I wash their clothes, Mommy. You can't dilute Clorox." And like, she just thought about it when I said it. And she was just like, I said, "Because look at their clothes. It's still taking all the color and stuff out of their clothes. That's why their clothes look so bad. It's not the quality that I'm buying, it's what you're doing." And she was just like, she said, "Oh, girl, do whatever." That was my mom. But for me, I just started buying Clorox too, because I know that I told her, and I know she had a little, epiphany about it, but I knew that wasn't going to stop her. So every time I would take my kids down there from then on, I would take a bottle of Clorox too. Cheryl, what's the lesson in that? Well, the lesson is Clorox. Clorox maintains its properties no matter how much water you put it in. It only takes like a cap full of Clorox. You put it in a gallon of water, and Clorox is going to take the color out of something if you put it in there and it's not color fast. Clorox is going to disinfect the mess out of it. Clorox maintains its property. In the book of John, the 17th chapter, the 14th through the 19th verse, Jesus is praying. And he's praying for his disciples, and he's saying how they are in this world, but they are not of this world. They are in this world, but they are not of this world. It is God's wish for us to maintain our properties. He places us in this world, but not to be just like the world. We need to maintain the Christian character that we get from Christ when we become believers. There's a transference, right? We gain stuff from him. We gain the ability to do right. We gain the ability to speak right. We gain the ability to love right. And we need to maintain that property, those characteristics. And no matter what situation we're in, we need to be Clorox. We need to not change. If you're working in an office and you're the only saved person in there, just stay saved. Because since you're the Clorox, right, you're the Clorox in the water, you may look like just an ordinary worker. But once they place you in the water, even though Clorox is clear, right? Clorox is clear. You can't see it. You can sometimes smell it, but you can't see it. If you're just looking at the water, you can't tell that Clorox is in it. So when they look at the office, they see you, they see no, they think you're safe because you're just one. But once they come over into your water, once they come into your water, that gives you the chance, the ability, the opportunity to show your character, to not gossip, to not steal, to not write down time that you and not to steal overtime, to you do right. You're doing right. They're going to see you doing right. They're going to feel that doing right. That you're Clorox, right? You're the Clorox. So you're going to help clean them up. You're going to help disinfect them. You're going to help it make it easier for them to be you, to be clean in that same water. We have to maintain our property no matter how much water we're in. We have to be the Clorox. That's lesson 1, thing that I learned from my mama. Thank you guys for listening, and God bless.